Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Hadley's run of Starship Saga. It is a roguelite space shooter that I'm going to say is kind of bullet heaven adjacent. I'm curious to dive into it, but I do want to compliment the art style before we go in. It's just kind of very clearly one person's very specific style, and I like that. It has kind of a vision to it, and it's very popish, at least from my perspective. But it also has a really neat soundtrack that I was enjoying. I did a little bit of the arcade mode. So yeah, let's just dive in and see how this goes. I'm wondering if, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Because it seems like they have more of a narrative to it. Entering the Republic of New Jersey. I like this kind of, this very rusty looking space. Hey, Lovemore, my man. Old buddy, old pal. So I may have run into a few technical issues with my ship. Do you reckon you could patch me up? Hadley, how many times have I told you? This ship of yours is only, somewhat space-worthy. That thing should have been decommissioned. Whoops. Decommissioned a while ago. Your thrusters are misaligned, and your hull is leakier than a Jargon sieve. Your atmospheric filters couldn't catch COVID-55. Ouch. And your wobble drive hasn't wobbled since 2047. Lovemore, you know the Musafir might not look like much, but she just needs a little tinkering. You're the best astromechanic I've ever known, just saying. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work, so yes, I'll do a bit of tinkering, and for you, a best friend price. Lovemore, my guy. I'm just waiting for a job to come through. Oh, my controller's still charged, or cooked up. I know this is supposed to be a controller game, but still. Okay. Just do me a solo and sort you out ASAP. Just give me a couple of days. Votsek, you owe me. Incoming call. Nadina Kuda, you're the best. I've got another call incoming. Just give me a sec. HCOM employee IX2059HO, you are tasked with clearing some debris from a mining operation in the asteroid field 0.04 AU from your current location. Coordinates 40 blah, 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 blah. Should be a fairly simple job. Confirm your credentials. On it, Munir. I gotta fly, Lovemore. That job just came through. You'll have to fix my wobble drive another time. Name, Hadley Ora. Date of birth, 2154, Tycho City. Southern Lunar, New Josenarian. There we go, sorry. A little sleepy, so a lot of unfamiliar words are just going to trip me up today. But especially like, you know, space terminology or totally fictional words. Dishwasher, Jabu's Bori Roll, Apprentice, Astromechanic, Jem, 280 Mecha Utility Operator, Class 3, 22 to 25 Gauge Craft, License, blah blah blah. Cool. Credentials confirmed, just checking the system. Okay, good, you can proceed to the Wanderbots mining outpost. I do like the naming conventions, though. As somebody that, gosh, struggles with naming. Oh, cool. So I can actually, like, talk to people. Ha, I was right. The developers are South African. I remember seeing a little bit about that, but I wanted to confirm beforehand just because, what is this? Wikipedia entry, my slap chips. Wow, there's a bunch to this. They really put some effort into this. First of all, what's a slap chip? It's a chip, not a French fry, not a crispy chip. It's a slap chip. It wobbles like your mama's wobble drive. Wobbles like a booty at Nebula's on a Friday night. It wobbles like a jelly in that kick-ass dinosaur movie. How to make slap chips? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not going to read all of that just because there's too much, but I love the fact that it has all this extra dialogue. So what's up with this? Hadley, I've been waiting for you. How's your sister? Sylvie's in Malapert. Haven't seen her in a fair bit, hoping I finish off this current job quick before I can go visit her. Send my regards to her when you do. What'll it be today? Chip and dip? Get your fortune told? I've seen your future. 1 medium slap chips with everything. And the Cosmo Chance lotto numbers, please. Coming up. And where you're going, you won't need lotto numbers. Ominous. Should I be worried? Nah, you've got what it takes. Always have, always will. How long have I known you? Now. Years and years. I know you. And I make slap chips just like you like them. Best slap chips in the known universe. Cheers, Mai. Goodbye, dear Hadley. See you soon. She actually can see the future, I suppose. Okay. I have a little bit more. Wikipedia, Waterfrock. Okay, as in, where the fuck? An asteroid belt that has launched 1,000 ships, inspired countless love stories, driven men and women and others insane with wanderlust and a search for adventure. This word is, like, there aren't a whole lot of things that actually make me uncomfortable, but wanderlust, just because of my username and my channel name, it's really weird when I say it, and when I feel like saying it, or when it comes up in a video game, because it's just like, somebody's gonna respond to that. Might as well be me. Anyway, we all love to say that about Wanderbots. Oh, it's probably Wanderbots. There we go. Or Wanderbots. But we won't, because that would be a lie. It's the most boring place in the known universe. A mining post situated well beyond the New Jersey city limits. People come here to smash up floating rocks, lug ore back to New Jersey, lament on their ill fortune, and say things like, "Geez, I can't wait to get back home," or "This place sucks." It's the kind of place where, when you let your friends know you've got a job there, they all nod their heads and sigh in unison as a wave of unspoken commiseration passes silently through the group. In fact, there's so little to be said of any meaning about it that we're getting, to the point where the author, me, has to waffle on and increase the font size subtly to meet the article length quota. Like this sentence, this one, yeah, the one you're reading. I love the humor for this, it's actually pretty good. Alright, sure you want to proceed? You'll not be able to return to this area. Sure? I don't know if we have anything else anyway. Operator, I've arrived at Wanderbots. So I'm just supposed to clear out the area of these asteroids? Roger that. They've been causing major ball ache for the techies. They're trying to create line of sight for signal transmission to one of those Martian research institutes out here. So blow up those rocks. Oh yeah? What are the Martians up to? That's above your pay grade, bud. Right, so just blast them with my bolt cannon, or is there a turret, or is this a turret job? Chief's choice or chef's choice? Okay. I can get currency from a lot of these. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna audio settings. It's not a Wanderbot video without tweaking some of these settings. There we go. I'm just not a big sound effect fan. Never have, never will. Okay, I don't think I can do much with that. Pick up whatever we can. This is the space equivalent of clearing rats out of the basement, I'm sure. Oh, I see. Force field. Ah, got it. Use your auto turret to destroy the large... Oh, so it's a thing I, like, summon and put down. And it's on a cooldown. I like that. So, it's not like they go away. I can have 3 at a time. Is this the comms band for Eshcom employee IX blah blah blah, Hadley Aura? I understand you're piloting a Class 3 utility craft with osmium bi-shield enhancements, is that correct? Yes and yes, a little busy right now. What do you want, lady, and who are you? My name is Nia. I need a package delivered on a craft shielded against traditional radio scanning technology. I need to get it through restricted space. Your ship is just what I'm looking for. I'm popping roids here, not carrying mysterious packages into dangerous situations. Oh, roids in his asteroids. I was thinking of steroids and I was like, whoa, that's a change. But yeah. Okay, packages into dangerous situations. My sweet old Musaf here needs some TLC and I just need to get this job done. So that's a no? That's a no, without a doubt. Unequivocally. Absolutely not. And if I can pay you 5.3 bitrand? Okay, hold on. Or hold up. 5.3 bitrand, you say? 5.3 bitrand, pick up and drop off. No funny business. Oh, would you look at that? Seems like there's an opening in my schedule after all. Where's the pickup? It's at a lab in Kirkwood Gaps. Just follow the signal. Enter chat, lab technician. How's it? I'm here to collect something from for some lady named Nia. Roger that. Can you give me your authorization code? Da-da-da. How'd you tap into the secure line? We're loading up the package now. Give us a sec. Excuse the nudge while we dock. I've just got confirmation that the package has been loaded onto your cargo hold. You're good to go. Roger that. Thanks, my guy. Okay, lady, I got your whatever this is. Send me your coordinates and I'll make my way to you. Thank you, I'm sharing coordinates now. Oh, it's just a piece of tech I've been working on. Totally safe. Totally safe, but off the books and unregistered. Gotcha. Yeah, I like the 3D models. It's low poly, but in a good way. Hadley, bit of a hiccup, but I'm picking up some intense warp signals coming in around the way station here. What's going on? Unexpected visitors? You said no funny business. They appear to be spacecraft, not human-made, unknown origin. Readings suggest no biological material on board. Not human-made? Don't panic, way stations get all kinds of traffic, just keep going. Bring the cargo to me. Oh, I'm definitely not hanging around. On my way. Listen, I'm getting a transmission from the ships. They call themselves DraadMek. They say humanity is obsolete. They're here to destroy us. Hadley, they're attacking the station. Please, help us. Yo, good thing you booked a delivery man with guns, but so much for pickup and drop-off. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Hadley, it's too late. The way station's been destroyed, but I'm alright. A few of us got to the escape pods in time. Fracking glitch spawn, what the hell's going on? I don't know yet, but those things, the DraadMek, it seems they locked onto the way station when I sent you the coordinates. I think they're trying to intercept the delivery. A research must have attracted their attention somehow. They're tracking you, Hadley. This is not at all what I signed up for. Once we're out safely, I'll help you out of this mess. Yeah, what genre of music is this? It's like kind of weird techno-funk is the closest I can think of. At some point I need to sit down and like actually learn music genres, but like the more weird and experimental the music genre is, the harder it's going to be for me to identify it because I just lack the reference point. I don't know anything. It's almost hip-hoppy, but I don't think that there's like specific lyrics going on, which I usually would associate with hip-hop, but maybe that's just me. I don't know, I guess most hip-hop I listen to has like a decent amount of vocal tracks. Yeah, considering my auto turrets have a fairly short cooldown, I might as well just pop them when I need them. Hadley, I'm picking up another massive wave of DraadMek inbound at your position. I don't think your old ship can outrun them. Right. Well, my cannon is just getting warmed up. No, there are too many. Can't run, can't fight. Time to die, I guess. I can open a portal. I'm sorry for doing this to you, but you have to trust me. It's the only way you'll survive. A portal? Portals don't exist. You're cooked, lady. Just do it. There's no time. That's my force field. Oops. Actually, that force field is cool as shit. Alright. That enemy? Is that mine? Okay, that's mine. Bad signal detected. Hadley, Hadley. Hadley, do you read me? Where are you? What do you mean, where am I? You tell me. I'm sorry, Hadley, I had no choice. If I hadn't opened that portal for you, if I hadn't agreed to transport your package, I'd be back at home having dinner by now. What the hell have you gotten me into? I know, I'm trying to figure out where you are, where I sent you. Just have a look around and let me know what you see. I'll start working on opening another portal. The portal better take me home. Void droid. Oh my shining stars and body. What sky sign is this? Hello? Where am I? What is this place? This is Estian Wastes, what remains of the old Estian worlds, and I've been stuck here for eons. Won't you be an absolute darling and give that big red button there a push? There's a good lad, and I'll be floating free. You mean the big red button that says do not push right there? That's the one. Ignore the graffiti, old friendo. Someone's idea of a little joke. No need to be alarmed. Hadley pushes the button labeled do not push. Gratitudes upon gratitudes. I can't tell how long I've been trapped. No, seriously, I can't. My internal cesium clock went kerplunk after 10,000 solar cycles. Quite when that quite when that was, I can't tell. The bad droids left me lost in nothingness. A smelly Zyronian thug named Malgorm found me and locked me here for giggles. But I know this. I am Void Droid Houlihan, and I shall remain, sir, your humble and everlasting chum, friend, and servant. I'm Hadley. You're welcome, Void Droid. I'll be off now. It's actually kind of charming. I like this. Not a lot of roguelikes lean hard into the story. Oh. Okay, Nia, you better have some damn answers for me. There are freaking alien droids here. Where am I and how am I gonna get home? I don't know how to say this, Hadley. You're right that portals don't exist, but they also sort of do. The thing is, it all works on quantum uncertainty principles. And so I'm still uncertain. So you open up a bloody portal and now I'm lost in deep space, God knows where, with no way to get home? Can you open a portal back to New Jersey? I'm yawning, you're yawning. Yes, well, kinda. The machine in your hold is no simple device. It's called an astrolabe nova. It's a universal navigator among, well, other things. It's also untested. No one's quite figured out exactly how it works, even me, and I made it. In theory, I should be able to use it to open portals to anywhere in the universe, including New Jersey, but we need to sprinkle in a bit of uncertainty, multiplied by the fact that you're very far away, I think. How are they communicating? So basically, I just have to jump through these untested uncertainty portals and hope? Well, yes, but the thing about uncertainty is if you repeat it a bunch of times on average, it becomes certain. Hadley, listen, I promise to get you home. I really, really hope so, Nia. Oh, we also have a this here. Hello, do you know how to get to Earth? You are human, far from home, lost. You could say that. I know where I'm going, I just don't know how to get there. I'm Hadley. Any chance you can point me in the right direction? Too far, can't say. Am Mimi Kali. I am the last of Estia. I am here alone. Well, nice to meet you anyway, Mimi Kali. Before you go, take this. Found it while cleaning up. That blabbering robot might have some use for it. Huh. Come on in, come on in. This is the first and only workshop on the Estian Waste. Alright, tech, thrusters, shields, phasers. Come on in, we got it all. We got osmium shields, we've got Alcubierre warp bubbles, we've got wobble drives, cold lasers, hot lasers, we got blue light underlighting to make your ship look nice, nice, nice. We got human tech, gray tech, Pajaran tech, we've got Nomo tech, we've got liquid state thrusters, solid state thrusters, we've got weird bug-eyed lizard men from the Antares thrusters. Come on in, spacefarers, travelers, and thruster lovers. If I don't get it, you don't want it. That's all great, but where am I? What is this place? Who are you? I'm Rustorb. I'm a recycler droid. I turn old ships into usable tech for profit. And this is Estia, or at least it was. Not much happens around here anymore. You're the first customer I've had in about 1,000 years. Why are you still here? How do I get back to Earth? I don't give directions. I sell tech, so what do you want? Alright, so we can buy... This is our meta progression. I've got 50. So I can buy heals your ship when entering a new combat area. Healing capped at 80%. So this is one hell of a meta progression. Range at which space junk is collected. Base shield, base HP. I think I might just go for space junk collection radius. And then we can also equip weapons. So bolt cannon standard. Let's see, force field. Okay, that's fine. Nothing more to say to this guy. So yeah, let's just get it rolling. And see how it goes. Well, this doesn't look like New Jersey to me. Can you see what I'm seeing? Yeah, I see it. Those structures, they look incredibly old. Yep, old and empty. Doesn't seem like anyone's here. Not so fast. I'm picking up an unidentified bogey on the short-range scanner. Looks like the DraadMek know how to find you, even if I don't. Get ready, Hadley. I do really love the trope of, like, person ends up with, forbidden technology, and some, like, unthinkably powerful, you know, enemy group then decides to hunt them down and chase after them. I'm trying to think of good examples of this. There's kind of sort of Farscape, but I don't actually know how much of that was like really crazy alien tech. Like an amount of it was. But it was just like one of the, never felt so popular. These things are relentless. I was able to hack their sensor systems during the last wave. They're locked onto the astrolabe. They're hunting you. So the only thing that can get me home is also going to get me killed. That seems to be the case. And more are on their way. As my tutor Piako used to tell me, slow learners get sore fingers. Be careful, Hadley. Okay. Go for the landmines, probably, or space mines more than anything else. The laser net is annoying, but not that dangerous. Space mines are, well, I don't know. I don't actually know what's the most threatening things. Okay, so I cannot leave the bounds of the current arena. I wasn't sure if I'd, like, loop to the other side. I've been playing too much Nova Drift, which I should probably go back to and play some more of. I've just been busy lately. Ow. Busy and distracted. I don't know. Large wave of enemies detected. I thought that last one was large. Oh, it's fine. I've got turrets I can use. Should probably wait until the halfway point. Nice work, pilot. Looks like that's the last of them. I can open a portal for you to jump through now. Phew, I was sweating buckets there, Nia. I've also figured out a way to send you new AI routines you can use to upgrade your ship systems. Just install the new software and your ship should fabricate it for you. So all I need to do is install the thingamajig and my ship does the rest? Yes. Though there's one caveat. There's only enough bandwidth for me to send one upgrade at a time, so choose wisely. Gotcha. Okay, bull cannon attack speed up. Auto turrets stay deployed at 1 second longer per level of this upgrade. Or reduce slows. I guess I'll go for battery packs. Music's good so far. Oh, is this our map then? Or no, this is just the new next arena. It's neat looking. Should probably be a little bit more careful. Oh, those things probably just slow me down so that these guys can catch me. Hopefully there's some fun upgrades. Whoops. Hopefully there's some fun upgrades beyond just like the linear scaling stat boosts. Just to work with. And like, it's fine if it's just pure incremental, but I always like games that have upgrade systems that change how you play dramatically. Damn, it's getting hot out here. Any more of those handy upgrades you can send me, Nia? Not yet, but I have an idea. Can you see those turrets? Tech's ancient, they're corroded, but I might be able to turn them on and use them to target drone waves remotely. Give me a second, I'm patching into them. Done, I got one up and running. I'll get the others online right now. I guess at the very least, I might as well have one turret up and rolling. Yeah, that extra time is worth it. It'd be great if I could actually keep them up for the entirety of, like, a single cooldown. So, I don't know. If we get a bunch of upgrades for the autocannons, I think I'll hold it. I got the next turret up. It's just one more. It does help that we just have turrets to begin with. Wow, those turrets are just shredding. Cripes. Okay, so the shield cooldown's pretty quick. And we don't have to worry too deeply about the damage that I'm taking. At least not yet. And yeah, the enemies don't lead their shots, which is extremely nice. I'm not a big fan of when enemies can lead their shots too well. Last turret's online, Hadley. Hang in. I'm assuming the large wave is also the last wave. Let's just get a bunch of turrets up in here and let them fly free. Oh no, I shouldn't be shooting them too close to the edge. I do want that money. Okay, I really like this soundtrack. It's not something I would casually listen to normally, but maybe I'll have to. I don't know, it's just something about it. It's got good I would say vibes. It feels like the kind of thing you'd potentially have. Ooh. Cooldown of force field ability or shield recharge delay. Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go for the recharge protocol. I should use my force field more often. Yeah, I might as well try and use exactly one of these per, like, major wave sets. Ah, that's what those lads do. Ow. So my force field mostly seems to be good against projectiles. It seems that your firefight with the DraadMek has activated the dormant defense mechanisms. Watch your back, Hadley. Avoid those lasers. I'm like scooting down in my chair, and it's not doing me a whole lot of favors. I'm really surprised Q wasn't the alternative ability. F is kind of an odd choice. A little further away. Should not be hanging out near the edge of the screen. Ow. Ooh. Okay, that hurt a bit. So we could maybe use the 2% heals. Okay, so it seems like they maybe get stuck. Like, my problem at the moment is that there's just a lot going on. Oh good, I can dash through those. That's huge. Oh, and the force field actually works against charging enemies, so I wasn't sure if it would. Whew. Ow. Watch out for the lasers. Actually, the lasers aren't too bad compared to a lot of other things that I'm dealing with here. This game recommends having a controller, but I prefer the accuracy of having keyboard and mouse here. Oh, good. The space junk actually came straight back to me. So force field active moves faster. No, let's go for hammer engineering. So there is no Slay the Spire map, I think. Hadley, I'm picking up an enormous gas cloud approaching your position really fast. It's a void storm plasma cyclone. What are my options? Can I fly through it? No. The high energy particles would shred you to pieces. I think the only option is outrunning it. Okay, I'll get a move on then. Take some amount of damage here. Ooh. My mistake for getting greedy. They knew what they were doing with the placement of their cash boxes. Ooh. Okay, a little bit of movement speed seems like it might actually be very worthwhile. Oof. My greed is getting the best of me. It's fine. I'm glad that the field is just conveniently, or the storm is conveniently stopped. All gas, no brakes. Hey, nice flying, Hadley. Thanks, Nia. Dashing through enemies damages them, extra HP, or more hammer engineering. I don't really want the dash damage. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Seed of Devastation. God, the art and the music are carrying this game so hard. Like, it doesn't have the build variety I think I'm looking for, but everything else about it is great. Nia, what the hell is that thing? Are you seeing this? Looks like some sort of pseudobiotic polyalloy. It's old, though. Ancient. Can't read its internal structure. It's either corrupted or constructed from something we've never seen before. Okay. Okay, so it's like a summoner unit. Maybe I should have gone for the dash damage, after all. I'd have to do one of these waves without a turret helping me. Ouch. Yeah, that didn't go great. It's fine. I think I needed a little bit more on my dash. Hadley, you're alive. When you went through that portal, the energy field must have caused a surge in the astrolabe and created a sustained temporal plasmic amnion. What the hell does that mean? You could think of it as a kind of space-time loop, Hadley, but a very special kind. You may notice some anomalies. In layman's terms, I suppose you could call it deja vu, a tessellated experience of time and space. But I died, my ship blew up, and for a second I saw my guts floating into space. The astrolabe, it's kind of a possibility machine. It creates infinite possibilities, infinite timelines. This is physics beyond time, beyond death. We've never tested the astrolabe before. The results are amazing. Watching your guts float into space ain't that amazing, and I didn't sign up to be your lab rat. Of course, but death, it's no longer the end for you, Hadley. I need a bit of time to look into this. It's so fascinating. We'll talk later. ENP unlocked. The heck am I? Where's the space station? Okay, we have something here. Chat with Nebula. Hello? I ponder galaxies and their mysteries unfold. The stars all twinkle in a story untold. Where logic and paradox twined, the journey starts, real adventure begins. True of heart who fought and tried, on an unbound voyage for an essence, a guide. Talking Nebula, and it speaks in poems. Well, nice to meet you. Hi there, do you remember me? Times and many have I met you. Time, you see, is not the problem. Time is just a shirt label with the wrong name on it. Not my name. Your name. I remembered something. A long time ago as a utility droid on a cargo freighter bound for Zedran. There was a problem with my coding. The bad droids came for me. There was a bright light. Then I was floating in the dark. For a long, long time I found a ship. I forgot how. I ended up here. Wherever here is. Wherever now is. What's your whenceness then, friend? I was born on the moon. Around a planet called Earth. I'm trying to get home. Then I will help you. You may find use for this old floppy disk. I only find it smelly. Thanks. See you around. Sonic Boom. After dashing, you create a shockwave that knocks back enemies. So it's a rare tech. Okay, so maybe the build variety is just something I have to find. I was worried about that. Pick a combination, any combination. Okay, so I've got 264. What do we want to grab? A little bit of HP is kind of fine. Collecting space junk restores your shield by 2%. That's not bad. Oh, healing capped at 80%. Is that 80% total healing per combat area, or we only heal up to 80%? No idea. Invulnerability period after dashing. Chance of getting... Increases the chance of getting a rare upgrade, though. And then there's repair base. Let's go for just the chance of getting rare upgrades. Okay. Oop. So what do I equip? Oh, so we've got to defeat those. A lot of enemies. I don't know. I kind of like what I've got. Settings. Remap controls. Nothing's using Q. So yeah, let's just swap that to Q instead. Alright. Anything else? Huh. Interesting. So I took that path that time. Hi, Mimikali. Still on your quest, so I see. Some advice. Don't hold on to love. Don't let go. Oh, hold on to love. Don't let go. I was a warrior, the greatest. Fierce, deadly. I left this place. A quest. I returned. All changed. All gone. She was gone. One true love. My fault. When souls are twins, they are twinned forever. That is my culture. If separated, spirits wander, never sleep. Even in death. So hurry home, Hadley. If you love. I'm trying, I promise. Good. Now go. Visit soon again, if you want. Aliens are kind of cute. I like this. The storytelling is carrying this really hard for me right now. And hopefully once we get some more unlocks under our belts, the gameplay will catch up. Not that it's bad, it's just my standards are so freaking high from playing so many other games. It's like the grind wall before you actually get the good stuff in these games holds me back just a little bit sometimes. But I recognize you do have to work for the good toys. Alright, let's see about this. I'm really curious about the meta progression system. If and what are the upper limits? Like, there gotta be some. Because it said was capped at like 80%. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to figure out as we go through this game. What is the dialogue? Well, no. I'm almost entirely assured that the dialogue is going to drop off. Kind of wish I could actually see the potential perk pool as well. Music's fun to listen to. I mean, I've already said that, but it really does bear repeating. Oops, don't take too many hits. Just how, like, good the soundtrack is. Like, I think I need to make a new category for my Steam library for games that I specifically really want to remember the soundtrack from. Because currently I don't have, like... I guess what I wish is, I wish Steam had like a notes function. It has it in-game, but I almost kind of wish I could attach a note to a game in my Steam library. Other than putting it in a category being like, hey, you know, here's like kind of a private thing I want to know. Because I've got a curator list. Which I should put some more games into that. What is this one? With the wind, I have no idea. Oh, it's Q for my turret. Oh, the one is my dash. So that's how many dashes I have. Gotcha. That is not a short cooldown. Okay. What was I gonna say about that? I don't know. It'd just be kind of useful if I had like notes or like personal library tags or something. Like I guess really the answer is the bigger my my Steam library gets and the more full it is. I guess we might as well grab the Sonic Boom. Oh, that's gonna be useful. Oh wait, no, this is how we get out. Yeah, Sonic Boom, effectively I think it's a damaging AoE after dashing, which seems like it would be really solid in like many of these group situations. Like, let's just try it. Oh, it just pushes them away and stuns them for a moment. Still good. Still very good. But yeah, it's this and El Paso Elsewhere. Games where I specifically like didn't quite vibe with the gameplay immediately, and I don't want to say that too dismissively. It's just like the disparity between the quality of the soundtrack, or no, that's wrong. It is so hard to phrase things where you're trying to compliment like this is the thing that really makes this game special right now for me, without immediately coming off as dismissive of everything else, because it's just like, oh, the soundtrack is so good. I like cannot shut up about it. As far as twin stick shooters go, like I do actually like what they're doing here. The upgrade system has a lot of potential, and I'm curious to see what I can do with it. Hopefully we can get a bunch of dash upgrades. Even if the shockwave just pushes enemies around, that's still helpful, and if I can get a short cooldown on it, that's going to do a lot of good for me. Also, that turret's AoE is huge. Was it always that big? Must have been. I'll still go back to, I like the fact that this is a roguelite with a decent amount of story. Not to say that every roguelite needs a story, but there's kind of some level of something for me to hook onto, latch onto, in terms of like, I have narrative stakes. I know why this character is doing this thing. Vampire Survivors, to my knowledge, that does not exist. I'm actually trying to think of bullet heavens with stories, and I can't think of a single one. Yeah, no, I literally cannot think of a single one off the top of my head. And like, you know, I can't really blame a whole lot of developers for that. Story is hard to implement, especially in your reasonably like repeatable roguelike experience. I'm just gonna try and remember that I have the force field. I'm really bad about using activated abilities. Ow. I'm really bad at using, like, most activated abilities, consumable items especially. Is it just me, or did this actually get, like, way more hectic compared to where it was at previously? I don't remember it being nearly this aggressive. We're still going. Which is great. I've already gotten more meta progression from this than, from this run than I did the last one, more or less. Your bolt cannon now fires 2 additional shots perpendicular to the direction you're flying, does less damage. Or dashing through enemies applies a slowing effect. I think I'm gonna go for the side gunners just for the extra oomph. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. This, the real answer is I think the common upgrades are just a little dull. I actually was thinking about this a little bit. And I mean, like, go figure, common upgrades don't have to be that good. But I was actually thinking about this just in terms of, like, one of my favorite roguelikes of all time, the first-person shooter roguelike called Tower of Guns. And one thing that it did kind of interestingly, the one problem is the extra shots are actually distracting me a little bit. Because I'm having trouble figuring out where I'm aiming. I know it's my cursor, but I don't know, I just get distracted by the side shots. Anyway, thing I really like about, oh, right, it's the lasers are back. Thing I really liked about Tower of Guns, is that I could actually look at the like, INI files for the game. And I could actually, like, poke at it. I think a lot of the settings were in Lua or something to, maybe it wasn't Lua? One way or another, I could actually look at the... overall, like, options for the game and tweak them if I wanted to. And I did. I did actually, like, play around a little bit with the idea of not exactly modding the game, but, like, tweaking the experience a little bit. You know, guaranteeing certain weapons at the start, or, like, changing rarities or whatnot. I don't remember how much I, like, really played around with the experience, to be entirely honest. It wasn't that much, it was just, like, a little bit here and there in terms of, like, oh, hey, this is a fun thing that, like, here's a toy that I can tweak. Why not, right? I did the same thing with Hades. You could do so much more with Hades, to be honest. But one of the things I found out when, like, tweaking these files is the developer had actually left, like, a snippet of code. I mean, it was just part of the game, with a comment talking about how he was how he wanted to increase the difficulty, or like the difficulty would increase for the first 3 runs of the game to get players used to the idea of losing. This is back before roguelikes were really commonly a thing on the market. You know, you had Binding of Isaac and you had Nuclear Throne, but this is like early days. And so there wasn't a whole lot of anything. Let's see. Shield HP, range your turret can shoot, or bolt cannon attack speed by 5%. 5% is like, the problem is it's so little, but we should probably go largely for dash and bolter. Anyway, yeah, so Tower of Guns was like one of the first roguelikes kind of on the market as far as like I was concerned. I had played others, but it was like one of the big ones back in 2013 that I can specifically name. I'm just going to use that to ward off missiles. If I'm not on the right side, I guess what I should do is probably just commit to one side or another, and only switch if it's specifically giving me a reason to do so. The force field's pretty good at getting rid of the little dudes. Yeah, as long as I don't get caught in force field hell, we're kind of okay. There we go. Yeah, this is much smoother than last time. I wonder if you're set on if you're on like a specific path. Unless, let's see, if you're on a specific path, unless, sorry, distracted. Like the routes. If you notice, there was kind of like that solar system path that we had earlier. Ooh, movement speed by a small %. I think we do want that. Little too late would have been more useful earlier, but would have actually been quite helpful against the cloud. But yeah, this is the exact same path we followed earlier. I wonder if we don't actually get branching regions or control over the map until after we defeat the first boss. I like that sonic boom. That's good. I do have to watch my health a little bit, though. Oh, you know what? Actually, the movement speed is going to be really helpful here, in retrospect, because the moment this thing pulls out the buzzsaws and starts coming after me, I'm actually going to need it. There we go. Ow. Greed is not good. I guess I also have the force field. 100% effective against the boss. Unless it does something else, at which point I don't know what I'm doing. Ow. Deserved. It looks like for the most part it's just going back and forth. I don't know what the pattern is now. Explosions. Yeah, the movement speed was a correct choice. No loot. For a mild-mannered utility craft pilot, you sure have some moves. Well done. Thanks, Nia. Money. Only 25 space junk, but we've unlocked the caustic cannon. Caustic acid to foes does damage over time. Piercing rounds. Now pierces enemy. Bolt cannon projectile now pierces enemies. Damage reduced by 50% for every target pierced. I mean, those are great. Force field is active, move faster, more space junk, where dashing through enemies damages them, increases the level of the upgrade. I think I'll go for dash momentum, even if it's not particularly amazing. Alright, so now that we've beaten a boss, what happens? New region? The gutter. Bar. Ick the blob. What'll it be? Actually, I just want to know where I am. This here is the gutter, my bar. I meant the whole area. What is this? New around here, huh? You're a Nexus Zyro kid, or just the Nexus if you want to be cool like me. Right, what happens here? Everything, kid, everything. Nice to meet you, Hadley. I'm Ick. Friends call me the Blob. Alright. Hello there, you must be Hadley. I've heard tales of your heroism from some buddies of mine. I'm Ava, by the way. Thanks, Ava. I'll remember that. I don't mean to toot my own tentacle, but I'm pretty good with weapons. You've been helping the galaxy with this DraadMek trouble, so I'll do my best to return the favor. Get out of dodge. When shield drops below 40%, you gain a 20% movement speed bonus for 5 seconds. Is this the same run as last time? I have no idea. Neat that we have an upgrade. That we've unlocked. Anything else around here? Smoking. Malgorn. What do you want? I ain't in the business of babysitting lost humans. I'll eat your damn babies. Okay, didn't mean to bother you. I'm just passing through. Well, pass. You know who I am. If it's illicit, illegal, my devious depraved... illicit, illegal, devious, or depraved. I'm all over it like Kavorian slime, baby. My crew's called the Nasties. My name's Malgorn, don't forget it. Right, smell you later, Malgorn. Say a prayer to the chicken god. Say a prayer. So yeah, would you kindly bestow your blessing, dear father, dear Feather Lord? Ah! Your clucking displeases the great lord. Your flagellation costs you 43 HP. Ouch. That sucks. I do have a problem with those mechanics, namely from the perspective of just like, just randomly take damage, no real clarity as to why. And if that happens frequently, all that convinces me is just never do it. I'm sure that there's actually reasons to make it work, or maybe it actually has some benefit for losing that HP. But without that kind of communication, it just ends up being a mechanic that you see, you experience, and then you say, why would I ever do this? That's not a big deal. It's just a matter of like... What did I say it? First impressions? To go back to the Tower of Guns thing, seeing as I was kind of on that for a moment and wanted to finish that topic. The main reason why I liked it is the first 3 runs were extra hard to get you used to the idea of losing. And the runs were quick and fun and, you know, they were going to be challenging anyway because you really don't know what you're doing. It's pretty hard to win on your first run, unless you're like just really good at FPSs. Or somehow get lucky with all the secrets. I don't know. This is a bunch of reasons. Ooh. I don't know what's up with this. Oh, this guy's giving them shields. Oh, he got his own guns. Of course he's got his own guns. What was I going to say? But I liked it from the perspective of, like, sending a good first impression. However, okay, those are safe-ish. However, the longer I've been in this business, the more I'm actually kind of, like, against that design philosophy. Somewhat of it has to do with the fact that, yes, I'm a content creator. I specifically cover, you know, games on a first impressions basis. And that it is actually a genuinely worse video if, like, the first 3 runs are bad purely from the perspective of the developer made it harder. Unless, of course, the game has, like, a reasonably low skill cap, so there's kind of level of, like, yeah, I earned this first run, and it's not bad that it was extra hard. It varies. Ooh. Dash cooldown, dash momentum, extra HP. Let's go for the dash cooldown, just so we can use it more often. We could also re-roll, but why? What was I gonna say as part of all of this? I don't know. Mostly, oh god. Am I going places, or do I just have to dodge that? Unfortunately, it seems like my enemies are completely unaffected by the stank, which is an issue. I'll make it work. Or something. Ooh. Seems really easy to take a bunch of damage here, though. I don't know what that thing is. It scares me a little bit. Okay. But I guess the way I would describe it is like between the like kind of chicken called the Tower of Guns like difficulty booster, it creates, do I want to call it like kind of why bother trying mechanics? Anytime where you have like a 50% chance of like getting a reward or getting smacked, especially in like a lot of these games, there's kind of that feeling of why bother trying. I'm thinking of like Slay the Spire has an event where you're supposed to bet on a knight and it'll go off and like do a duel, and if he wins you get a big reward, and if he loses you just don't get your bid back. But like the frequency in which I actually managed to get the positive results in that one I think is higher than the amount I've failed, but my own luck generally has been low enough. Ouch. Do the stink clouds just show up on their own? I have no idea. They might. Shield regen rate, or every second bullet that hits an enemy in quick succession does 10% extra damage. I don't really feel like double tap. We'll just go for shield regen. Most of the damage I take boils down to quantity of enemies, rather than enemies being too tough. Maybe. This looks different. But so for that knight going off on this duel, this joust or whatever it is, I actively just rarely pick I rarely pick any of the options. Oh, this sucks. Oh, those do damage and slow you down. Rude. But I rarely pick the risky option anymore because it's just not worth my time and energy. And limited resources, because it either guarantees I have a slightly better run or a potentially much worse run in a lot of cases. And like from where I stand in almost all of these, it's just like, well, then why bother trying? I would rather have like choices that specifically are like maybe not risky exactly. This sucks actually. Oh, I can stun them though with the shockwaves. That's actually big useful. There we go. Enjoy living in the damage storm. Oh, which has been shrinking this entire mission. I hadn't been thinking about it. It's like, wait a second, this is really small. Yeah, I didn't get that one loot, but it was worth it. Cluster rockets. Devastating salvo of rockets seeks and destroys enemies. Homing bolts. Third shot and bolt cannon fires a homing projectile, 10 additional damage. Ooh. Yeah, the rare upgrades are exactly what this game needed. I just needed to actually get some of them. But what I was actually thinking about for games, especially with heavy meta progression, is almost actually having the first couple of runs be easier, like have a higher rarity just to get you hooked on the game. Huh. Problem? You guessed it, we have a strong electromagnetic field here that's going to drain your shields. Unfortunate. Why am I not surprised? Oh boy. That's going to be rough. Like constantly... Oh yeah, there it goes. Ah, not as much of a problem. Okay, they're not on a cooldown. I thought as soon as you pick one up, the next one will show up. At least the mission seems... Oh, but they do go away. So there's not really a whole lot of reason for me to hoard them. Okay. But yeah, the idea of a series of mechanics. The idea of... Oh boy. The idea of hooking players with like a slightly higher, like not too much, just like, you know, 10-20% better luck for the first round so that you're getting some of the cooler upgrades. Maybe even just that, like just give players one cool emblematic upgrade, you know, the run definers that really stand out as like, oh man, getting this upgrade really changes things. Like, you know, if you got Brimstone or Polyphemus and Binding of Isaac as like the easiest example I can think of. Let's see. Now that hurts. Oh, effectively, especially because we have 2 of these suckers. Okay, there goes 1. Get some shields back. This mission actually is fine. I like the arena modifiers. There we go, and those side shots, I think, have been cooking most of the little guys for me. Not too much, but like here and there. Okay, let's just... avoid. I think we took a smidge of damage, but it's fine. Okay, plenty of landmines. Okay, take out the missiles, slow down the... take out the missile dudes, slow down the missiles. Yeah, I took like 4 damage there. That could have been way worse. Okay, here's where I'd potentially reroll. Strength of your force field. Let's just do a double tap. Just for a bit of damage. Mother hen. Oh. What the actual? Can you see this contraption? Patching in your display now. Good lord, is that the chicken monument? But weaponized? Seems like chicken's popularity is really is universal. Just make sure you're not the one getting fried here, Hadley. Oh my god, this is jumping the shark in a very funny way. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, the slowing effects aren't too bad. I can hang out here. Just hang out at the beak. Wait for my shields to come back. Ow. Please tell me that hits them too. Doesn't seem like it. At least I get space junk for fighting these suckers. The hell, man. I mean, I love it. It's a very funny boss, but it's like cooking my brain just a smidge. Alright, let's hang out here. Oh, did I die? Damn it. Touching the boss must have really cooked me. Well, I got fried, but it was fine. It was fun. Yeah, no, the build making is a lot better than I gave it credit for at first. It does seem like you really have to get those like the high quality upgrades first. In the grand tapestry of space and time, my thoughts cascade in pattern sublime. At the event horizon where light must yield, I find solace in secrets tightly sealed. I drift and dream in an endless sea of starry streams. Oh, incoming call Nia. So the first thing you do when arriving in some faraway galaxy is releasing an unknown alien? Void Droid seemed like a pretty cool guy, robot thingy. Huh, it's pretty kind of you. Let's hope it doesn't backfire. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? Yeah, of course, the butterfly effect encapsulates the profound sensitivity of complex dynamical systems to infinitesimal perturbations, wherein seemingly inconsequential and initial conditions yield vastly divergent outcomes over time. Bit more complicated than I would have worded it, but yeah, this little action could end up being bigger than we think. Or not. Probably not. Fancy seeing you again. Word on the streets is that you've given that ginormous seed of stupidity a smackdown. Caused a kerfluffle, have you? And, you know, I don't like trouble, but trouble seems to like me. That's the nebula, so there shouldn't be anything else. What about you? You into auto turret? You into auto turrets. Are you more of a DIY guy? I don't know. Okay, doctors in repair bays. Looking for a chance for a legendary upgrade. I could actually just get 2 of those. Like, so many of these other ones are tempting. Oh, each level adds a dash charge. Shoot. No. Definitely the legendary upgrades. But for now, at least... Oh. We also have the Caustic Cannon and cluster rockets. Instead of the auto turrets, yeah, cooldown 10, cooldown 30. Oh boy. And then there's also the EMP. Yeah, I think the cluster rockets are going to be a lot of fun. I liked the auto turrets, they were good, but it feels like the rockets may have just a little bit more of what I'm going for. So we also have challenge mode, more enemies spawned, but base shielding. Wait, is it an event or is it a whole run? And you can see the different routes. Yeah, I'm curious what determines which of these paths I take, because it seems like I'm bouncing back and forth, but I have no control over it. I do like that, though. I think that's neat. So is this a challenge mode or a full challenge run? Not sure. Oh, the sprayer is neat. Okay, so the cluster rockets aren't as good. Well, either way, I think it's time for me to roughly end the video, rather than do this one. I do like the fact that there is a challenge run that does give you a stat up. I think that's an interesting choice. So, anyway, I should mention that Hadley's run is available now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up, just follow the link in the description below, and it'll take you straight to the Steam page. It's $12, which I think is reasonable for what I've seen. The big draws are, I love the soundtrack, the visuals are neat, and it actually does have some level of interesting roguelike build variety to keep it going, especially with the extra weapons and whatnot. I'm still kind of hoping for like some interesting super upgrades that really change stuff, but seeing as I straight up could not even see rare or legendary upgrades for like half of those runs, well, I didn't really get rare upgrades until the second run, and I didn't have them legendary upgrades unlocked until the third. It seems like you might have to work for the game to really open up and shine. But on the flip side, I think once you get it there, it's actually going to be a lot of fun. And once again, I like the fact that there are narrative stakes. It just gives the game a little bit more personality and gives me a little bit more reason to finish it. It does mean that once you've beaten the game, you probably won't want to play it too much again, but they're also like building up an arcade mode. So it seems like it's just a demo, but this is effectively a bullet heaven mode where you live through a couple of waves, then you get upgrades, and then rinse repeat until you've won or died. I don't actually even know if you can win. It might just be one of those where, like, you just go until you lose, and then whatever your high score is what you get. It's fine. Either way, I think with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.